Basketball fans, welcome. You are looking live at T Area High School, located on the very western edge of T, South Dakota. Welcome tonight for Friday Night Lights basketball edition. Tonight, the hometown Titans take on a whole new foe for the first time in both schools' boys basketball histories. The nearby 7-mile neighbor Roosevelt Ruff Riders. And good evening. Thanks for joining us alongside Mr. Andrew Griffin and the coach Les Schroeder. I am Shad Hockey. And so the Ruff Riders, they come into this one at 2-5. And as the T area coach Weber says, they're the best 2-5 team in the state. And despite that 2-5 record, they still sit at number 11 in the 20-team power points. That is the highest of any two-win team this year so far, just kind of showing the type of schedule that they've played. The Ruff Riders coming off 6 straight winning seasons, lost their first 5 to open this season. Uncharted territory for this program and Coach Begeman. They fell to Sioux Falls Jefferson, then O'Gorman, then Brandon Valley, Lincoln, a nice-looking Lincoln team, and then finally Sioux Falls Washington. So they got it back on track with a weekend in Rapid City, beating both Stevens and Central, their last 2 games on a 2-game winning streak. And that was a week ago tonight that started. So coming in, the Riders are 0-2 at home. They're 2-1 on the road. As Coach Begeman has called them Road Warriors. They're 0-2 at the Sanford Pentagon already in this young season. They score 53 a night and give up 60. And they are coached by a T resident on the north side of T, Mitch Begeman. Coach Begeman in his, Les, I found this hard to believe, in his 9th year already.
Wow.
And it doesn't seem like he's been there that long. So in his first year, Begeman labored through a 1-20 season. In fact, they didn't win a regular season game.
I remember his first year there. That was a tough one.
And I believe they got a postseason win against Watertown.
Yep, they did.
So, and if you read up on Coach Begeman, he was questioning if he was in the right profession, if he should even be coaching. In the 8 years since that first year, he's guided these Riders to 8 straight winning seasons. He's 109-75, but if you take away that first year, 108-55.
Okay.
Since that first year. That includes he's gone to 5 state tournaments and, of course, back-to-back state championships in the 2021 and 21-22 season, where he was actually undefeated, didn't lose a game that year.
That team was a good team.
Yeah, he is a great coach, but he's also, Les, I think he's a program builder.
He is.
And he prepped at Sioux Falls O'Gorman and was a college player at USD, played all 4 years, 39% three-point shooter at USD, averaged 5 points a game over his career. He is a PE teacher. He used to be an elementary PE teacher.
Yep. Bless
his heart. I've done that. Well, but he is now, says he spends most of his days in the weight room at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. And no offense, Coach Begeman, but you must not be lifting weights. No, I'm joking.
Whoa.
Spends most of his time in the weight room. No, he's another guy. He reminds me of Derek Roby, the O'Gorman coach. He says he's coached 9 years, and I'm like, what, did you start when you were 11? I mean,
he's young. Well, see, now remember, when I was at O'Gorman, he was in 7th grade when I was there. So.
Oh, you're aging yourself.
I'm aging myself.
He was hired as the Roosevelt coach at 29 years old.
Yes. So. But yes, I taught him everything he knows when he was a 7th grader.
He has a daughter in 1st grade.
He does, in Mrs. Reedy's class.
Mrs. Reedy.
Yep.
She plays basketball, and she's coached by Jennifer Dybert.
Okay.
Here in T, and he said they've got a fun little group. I was chatting with him a little bit before the game. And so, his starters, as we're about 9 minutes until we'll turn it over to Roosevelt teacher and T area basketball dad, public address announcer Corey Williamson.
Wow, we got all kinds of connections tonight.
We'll do the national anthem. We'll let Corey Williamson introduce you the starting 5 from each side, and then we'll rejoin you at tip. But let's give you some information about their starters.
Okay.
Number 0, 6'3" senior, Dane Quick. 7 points, 2 rebounds a night, long, athletic, good leaper, good defender. He'll score in transition or catch and shoot. Coach Weber doesn't want him to get catch and shoot opportunities tonight.
Okay.
Number 2, CJ Schmaus, 5'9", junior, 3 points, 2 rebounds, team leading, 2 assists a night. He's shifty. It's 5'9" frame. He'll push the tempo. Not a big scorer, but he's a tough on-ball defender, and he'll direct the offense well. Number 10, Memphis Bylander, 6'4", junior, 8 points, 3 rebounds. His 2 steals lead the game. He was, before the sophomore game, was down warming up, dunking pretty effortlessly. Great athlete, high flyer, 3-level scorer, speedster. Coach Weber says he's their best offensive weapon. And on D, he will jump the passing lanes, as a lot of dunkers like to do, to maybe get a breakaway dunk. Number 11, 6'5", senior, Akeem Moko, 7.5 points. His 5 rebounds lead the team. He's a big physical post inside. He's tough to guard, says Coach Weber, one-on-one, so we will watch that. He wears number 11. Number 23, Bryson Skogsberg, 6'3", sophomore, 5 points, 2 rebounds a game. He's a left-hander. If he sounds familiar for T-area fans, that's because he was a starter for Vermilion last year before
the Vermilion Tanagers
moving on. And Coach Weber says he's kind of their make-or-break guy. He doesn't want him to get comfy. He doesn't want him to get easy shots. So we'll keep an eye on that. Number 23, Bryson Skogsberg. Something me and you both noticed, they get a lot of production off of their bench.
Yes.
Starting with number 12, Jamboree Tiger. He's a 5'8" senior, 9 points, 3 rebounds a night. He'll get in there early. He's a good shooter. Their leading scorer so far this year has come off the bench. Number 3, Isaiah Gehring, 6'4" senior, 9 points a game. They've got a lot of guys at 9, 7, 8 points a game. He's long, lanky, athletic. He's mostly a perimeter shooter. Number 24, Carson Hoynes, 6'4" junior, 3 points. His 1 block leads all Ruff Riders this year. Physical guy, down low talent. He's a rebounder. Danelle Dean, he's a 6-foot senior, 2 points a night. He's a defender. And while he's just a bench player and maybe the fourth off the bench, he has face guarded some of the better players this year for the opposing teams. It's obvious, they're 2 in record. You read the scouting report, you talk to Coach Drew Weber. He is really impressed with this Roosevelt team. Doesn't really care about the record.
Nope.
We saw it last night. We saw a 2-5 team come in here and get a last-second buzzer beater win. And the one thing that stood out about them last night is they had a really good. They played top 4 of the top 5 teams already. Did the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers, led for the first time, I believe, in the entire second half at the buzzer.
At the buzzer, yep. No, Mitch is they're a well-coached team by Mitch, and they play hard for him, and it'll be a good battle tonight.
Father Mike, he's in attendance. You went and talked to him. 25-year coach at O'Gorman.
Yes, he was. Yep, Gail is his wife Gail, so Mitch's mom Gail, and
of course Les's favorite school, Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
I did not say that.
T-area comes into this one tonight, sitting at 4-3. Surprisingly, it's early, but surprisingly, the number 2 in PowerPoints team in Class AA, as the newest and the smallest AA team, the 20th AA team. The Titans started with a 2-0 with wins over Huron and Watertown, then 2 losses to a nice-looking Marshall, Minnesota team. And the Titans led most of that game, led late, and let it get away from them. And then, of course, the second loss was to a nice-looking, probably number 2 in AA O'Gorman team. Both those losses were by 2 points each. So 2 losses by a total of 4 points. Then 2 straight wins against Brookings and Sioux City North, both pretty comfortable wins. Then a lopsided loss to one of the best Iowa 4A teams at the Pentagon a week ago. That one was, I think the Titans lost by 17, but honestly it was probably worse than that. Titans I talked to Coach Weber about that, and I said, I asked if they weren't ready. He said they were ready.
We were ready.
But they weren't ready to get punched in the mouth in the second quarter, and that's what one of the best 4A teams year in and year out, Western Christian Wolfpack from Hull, Iowa over there. Always big, always good. The last game on the road, it was Tuesday. It was in Pierre. Titans won that one 70-52 in wire-to-wire win. So how are the Titans looking? They're 1-1 at home, 4-1 on the road, and 0-1 at the Pentagon. So Titans have done some damage on the road. And, of course, like Sioux Falls Roosevelt, these 2 teams are combined 0-3 at the Sioux Falls Pentagon. So might need to start going to the Corn Palace or maybe the Denny. I don't know. They score. The Titans do 63 a night. Les, it wasn't that bad. You didn't have to.
Okay. All right.
63 a night do the Titans score. They give up 57.
Okay.
So They are coached by, in his 6th year, by way of the Cologne Cowboys, Drew Weber. Weber, the former Cologne coach and athletic director. Cologne enjoyed great success when he was there.
They
if you
did.
look at when before Weber arrived and after Weber left, haven't been very competitive. I told him that's not just a coincidence, and he tells me, we had a lot of really good players, the ever humble Drew Weber.
Yes, yes.
They were good when he was there. It's been pretty rough since he left. He is a middle school teacher here across the street.
Yes, he is.
I went down to talk to him today,
Okay.
and he was gone. And they tell me basketball season, he doesn't hang around much. But he told me basketball season, he works 7 days a week. He's in there Saturdays and Sundays. And
he does.
Unlike Les, he puts in the work. Weber inherited a team when he came to T, coming off 3 straight state championship appearances.
Yep.
And similar to Bigeman, Weber had 1 losing season. He's had 1 losing season his coaching career, and it was just like Bigeman, his first year as a head coach. So in Weber's 13 years as a coach, he has gone, actually since he's been in T, 76-42.
Okay.
And he's got some young talent on the roster here tonight. He is led by sophomore Griffin Wiebinga, who is slowly starting to look like one of the better players in all of the state.
Okay.
Wiebinga averages 19 a night. He wears number 11. He's a 3-level scorer, uses his frame, 6'3", well. He's cool and calm. He's the younger brother of 2 former players here for the Titans that graduated last year.
You mean Jespin and Garrett?
Yes.
Those 2? Okay.
Number 2, another 6'3" senior. This is lead guard, returning starter, the only returning starter, Marshall Smythe. He's been everything Coach Weber wants in a lead guard. Guy who can get 20 any given night. He averages 13. Does Smythe looking around at some local colleges to play next level, as will, when the time comes, Griff Wiebinga, surely. Number 20, 6'3" senior, Jackson Merrigan, lefty player, does most of his work in the paint. He will step out and pop one. He plays like a lot of T players in the past have done, bigger than his size.
He does.
He's a broad-shouldered young man, hard worker.
Yes.
He put in the time this offseason and turned himself into a really good varsity player.
He has.
Gavin Shaw wears number 23. He's a 6-foot sophomore guard. I believe he's hit double digits scoring in 5 of the 7 games. Weber has talked about how much he likes his shot. He's an athletic kid. We recently talked, and I'll share more of what we talked about as the game goes on. New starter as of 1 game in Pierre, number 10, Mitch Grant, 6'2", just a freshman. He recorded his first ever varsity game on Tuesday, super athletic. He can contribute in a number of ways. Who did he replace in the starting lineup? Number 21, Caden Williamson.
Willie.
A 6'3" junior. Willie went to the bench in favor of Grant. And then what did Willie do in his first game off the bench? 5 for 5, 10 points and 6 rebounds. He is a glue guy. Everybody likes to have a Caden Williamson on the bench. You're going to see number 13, Rylan Norris, a senior. Cole McKinney, a senior. Brenner Conrad, the 6'4", would-be post for the Titans, is out for the season. They lost him about midway through the football season. And so, Les, 30 seconds. What are we going to see tonight?
We're going to see a great game. The Roosevelt Ruff Riders like to get up and down, like to push and transition when the opportunity is there. They will press us. If we can't handle the ball, it could be turnover city. We got to be able to handle the rock and play some good, solid defense.
You got to pick a click.
I'm going to go with Marshall Smythe tonight.
All right.
That'll
It almost worked out for you last night.
It almost did last night.
Here we go. Public address announcer, Corey Williamson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to T Area High School. In tonight's contest, we welcome the Ruff Riders of Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School. Playing your T Area Titans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you should please rise, remove your cap or hat, and pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. Please observe proper flag etiquette by standing at attention and placing your right hand over your heart. Active duty personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. The national anthem will be performed by THS students Riley Clark, Gavin Colbeck, Kylie Pendergast, and Claire Hank. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. South Dakota High School Junior Association. They've adapted the rules under which this game is conducted. Strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this event's success. Remember to cheer in a positive manner and be respectful of the officials' decisions. To support a positive and safe atmosphere for Titan pride and according to conference rules, we ask that students of all ages remain in the student sections of the bleachers or with parents. The officials for tonight's event are Max Morris, Mike Mutter, and Steve Scapel. These officials are registered by the state of South Dakota High School Tennis Association. These individuals have worked hard to learn the rules and administer them at this event. We request that you respect their honest efforts to officiate this contest. Ladies and gentlemen, January 12th through January 18th is SDHSAA Winter Official Appreciation Week. Each year, these individuals attend clinics, region meetings, complete rules meetings, and take tests in preparation for the sports season. During the season, these dedicated men and women take time away from their personal schedules and families to provide opportunities for the thousands of student athletes that participate in SDHSAA activities. We thank you for your continued dedication to the sports you officiate. Please stand and show your appreciation by giving a big round of applause for these outstanding officials. And now introducing the cheerleaders. First for the Roosevelt Ruff Riders. Destiny Andrews. Mirabelle Barrera. Brooklyn Duffy. Isabella Kirkvold. Amy Marco. Brittany Roth. Amelia Smart. And Journey Vaughn. The girls are coached by Hannah Molitor. Now let's meet the team cheerleaders. Nicole Beckner. Avery Mosley. Summer Honky. Carly Corner. And Chloe Edmond. The girls are coached by Katie Peterson. And now introducing the starting lineups. First with the visiting team, the Sioux Falls Roosevelt Ruff Riders. At one guard, a 6'3" senior, number 0, Dane Quick. At another guard, a 5'9" junior, number 2, CJ Schmautz. At another guard, a 6'4" senior, number 3, Isaiah Garong. At another guard, a 6'4" junior, number 10, Memphis Bylander. And at forward, a 6'5" senior, number 11, Akeem Moko. Assistant coaches for the Riders, Joe Walter, Zach Menzeroy, and Jordan Wallman. Volunteer coaches, Alex Shorkey and John Scouten. Head coach for the Ruff Riders is Mitch Begman. Tonight we have 18 area students who have been chosen to be managers of the game. These young Titans were part of the Titans Youth Booth program this past summer and represent our programs on their own teams in the winter. Tonight's managers of the game are Penn Benny, Jameson Healy, Jax Jacobsma, Prue Jacobsma, Tracy Moses, Hayden Karski, Kason Karski, and Baylor Leifester. And now, introducing the starting lineups for your T-Area Titans. And one guard, a 6'3" senior, number 1, Marshall Smythe. And another guard, a 6-foot freshman, number 10, Mitch Grant. And a forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 11, Griffin Weebiga. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 20, Jackson Merrigan. And at guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 23, Gavin Shaw. Assistant coaches for the Titans are Clay Robinson, Taylor Becker, and Kate Stearns. Your Titan head coach, Drew Weber.
Starters for the Riders: Quick, Schmaus, Gehring, Bylander, and Moko. And it looks like Moko will be jumping it up. Smythe, Grant, Wiebinga, Merrigan, Gavin Shaw. Grant making his first home start as a freshman. And it'll be Merrigan versus Moko here. As we're getting ready to tip it off, Les, I hope your phone is charged.
It is. It's charged and ready to rock and roll.
7:03 tip-off goes to the Riders. Here we go. Probably the best crowd of the year. And can this turn into a rivalry game? Wouldn't that be something?
That would be fun.
Pretty close.
Yep, close in distance.
And there is a drive by Gehring. No good. He's going to be fouled by Merrigan. That's one on Merrigan. Keep your eye on that. First team foul. So Moko to the line. Gehring to the line. Got these golden uniforms, maroon outlines. Gehring on the year, 11 of 13 from the free throw line. A miss by him. I noticed they've got some good free throw shooters on this Ruff Rider team. Gehring came in at 85% and misses his first and makes his second.
Here's that full court press that they usually get after.
There goes Smythe. He beats Gehring.
There we go.
Picked up by Schmaus and then tripped. Titan basketball. First foul at number 3, Gehring. So Gehring has been fouled and then fouls a Titan.
Okay.
Both student sections. Good job, guys. This is one of the fuller gymnasiums we've probably had since COVID days.
Yep,
so
probably.
Fun to see. We had a good crowd for a great girls game last night.
Yeah,
Smythe drives right side, lays it up and in, switches from his left hand to his right. Smythe on the board, Titans on the board, leading 2-1.
That's my click.
30 seconds into this one. What are we seeing out of the Titans right here?
A little full court, 2-2-1. Little press.
That was probably a good no call.
Yep, had to get that loose ball. Weber wanted that loose ball. Full court man.
You hope for the same,
Gotta wait, Marshall. Ooh.
Almost what's a steal by Smythe. Here comes Wiebinga. Smythe wraps it around, no good, tipped out, kept it alive by Wiebinga. He's going to reset it. He's got Shaw over in the corner. Schmaus chased Shaw out of the corner, lays it up short, gets his own rebound, puts it up, misses that one. Oh, look at Mitch Grant, the athleticism by the freshman. He's done some things in his few varsity minutes this year that we've really been impressed. He had 3 blocks in limited minutes, one game down low. The pass from Schmaus to Moko. Riders' first field goal comes a minute and a half into this one. Titans leading 4-3. Merrigan, right-hand dribble, right side of the court, gives it to Wiebinga.
Ooh, nice cut.
Cutting Smythe, was going to shoot it before he caught it. Smythe just going to back it out. Smythe, you'll notice, very aggressive on defense. There's Merrigan, 2 players on him.
That'll wait.
He'll get the foul, go to the free throw line. Merrigan coming into this year, the free throw line. He is 7 of 15, 47%.
Good spin move there to get it open.
Yeah, he can get it up to 50% and over if he makes both. Good pace to this one early on, 4-3, 6:11 to go. This is a deep Rider team. The Titans, if we're being honest, not as deep.
No.
But we're the little guys, Hey, halftime tonight, we have one of our favorite guests ever, Dr. Jennifer Lowry, superintendent at T Area High School.
There's a lot going on.
After the first quarter, girls basketball coach Taylor Fechner told us he would come up and visit about last night's disappointing game. Merrigan makes one, misses a second, but offensive rebound. Wiebinga.
Get in there.
Shad spots it up.
Yes.
Nothing but net for the sophomore. 1 of 3. It's an 8-3 lead. Shad, there was no hesitation.
Oh, good read.
Smythe actually got the steal and then knocked it back. He knocked it back to Schmaus with his other hand, or else Smythe's a young man that can throw it down. I believe he had a missed dunk in Huron.
I was told by my buddy in California that I was refereeing too much last night, so I got
We probably were. The pass by Moko underneath the Quick scores. Quick's got some NAIA schools looking at him to play next year, and Wiebinga, I'm just happy he's okay after that.
Yep. That could have been a twist.
Both teams probably going a little fast right now. Here's Wiebinga, gets into the paint, turns around. That's his shot. Good! Griff! Wiebinga, his first 2 of the night. 2 for Smythe, 2 for Grant, 2 for Weeminga, 3 for Shaw, 1 for Merrigan. All 5 starters have already scored.
Good start.
For the Riders, 2 for Moko, 2 for
He's out
Quick.
of bounds. There we go.
Out of bounds. You're refereeing again.
Oh, I'm
Les.
refereeing again. Gotta stop that.
This is Jamari Tiger into the game now for the Riders. Tiger, another guy that can get you averaging around 9 points a game. I think they're leading scorer.
This guy here, when they went out to Rapid this weekend, they played at Rapid City Stevens, and he got on fire like right away when he got in, and he had scored like five quick points.
Smythe wanted the foul. He got in the lane. Shot didn't even catch rim. Must have been blocked. Here comes Schmaus near the midcourt. Man-to-man by the Titans. Schmaus guarded by Smythe. Now picked by Bylander. Titans switch. This is Grant guarding Quick. Outside, just into the game. Jamari Tiger. The hook down low, and boy, a lot of players wanting calls, but credit to the officials. They're not really calling much either way.
Jackson Merrigan just walled up on that one and made him shoot over him.
That's where Merrigan likes to shoot when he does from outside. No good. Rebound for the Riders by Keem Moko. A little miscommunication there.
On his own team.
Here comes Quick. I'm sorry. Here comes Schmaus bringing it up the floor. I believe he's related to my neighbor who is at the game tonight.
Yep, she is. Yep.
There's a nice drive and rolls in. Was that Tiger?
No, that was Schmaus.
Okay, Schmaus.
Yes. Yes, Katie is her name, your neighbor. I'm just throwing that out there.
Smythe hands it off
whoa,
to Weeminga, and then Merrigan. Merrigan gives the pick in the corner.
There,
Merrigan's
go.
open on the baseline. Basket good. Great pass by Smythe. Great two-man action there for the Titans. 12-7, 3:30 to go, and a quick first quarter almost throws it away. Here is Moko. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Quick. Quick three-pointer. Good. As soon as it left his hand.
Yep.
12-10. Titans leading the Riders. Titans number 2 in power points. Riders are number 11. Griff Weeminga takes it. No call there either. It's a man's game.
It is.
2 fouls on the Riders, 1 on the Titans. This is Schmaus. Dean, good job getting after Les last night.
Yeah.
A lot of bagging by Les. Deep 3, no good. Weeminga with the rebound. The 3 put up was by Tiger. 12-10, Titans lead. Under 3 minutes to go. First quarter. It's early. Here's Shot in the corner. Now he's going to drive. Little floater. He does that well.
Yeah, he does.
Misses that
nice
one.
Shot,
Grant.
Mitch. Oh.
Another rebound by Grant. Boy, Smythe looks like he's ready to jump some passing lanes.
Yep.
Here is Tiger. He just missed the 3. He doesn't shoot that one. Steps
Good
back.
defense, Shot.
Shot on him. This is Moko. Titans are going to double team him. There goes the cutter. Nothing for now. Kicks it into the corner.
Bylander.
This is Bylander. Memphis. No good. Out of bounds to the Titans, the home team. Number 13, Rylan Norris, a senior. And number 21.
When Moko catches it in there, the Titans are coming with a quick double and then trying to find their shooters on the outside.
Okay. 21, Caden Williamson for the Titans, the junior. Now number 3, Cole McKinney, senior. So the Titans able to go with some seniors and juniors off their bench. In for the Roosevelt Ruff Riders, number 23, Bryson Skogsberg. And is that number 24? It is Carson Hoynes, their block shots leader on the year.
23 had a great JV game this afternoon.
We won't talk about that. No, we will.
Roosevelt.
Clobbered the Titans pretty good, JV, the short-handed Titans. Look at the patience by Weeminga. He misses the rebound by Hoynes. Right-hand dribble, right side of the court is Tiger. I'm sorry, left-hand side of the court. He's trying to give some jukes and jives to Norris. Norris hangs with him pretty good.
Nice
Air
defense.
ball by Tiger. And now he's in the corner. That must not have hit the rim. Shot clock didn't reset. Fall away, almost a Dirk Nowitzki shot there by Skogsberg. He's got it again, top of the key, kicks it over. That's Bylander. They said he left a little early, sir. 1:30, Titans 12-10. No one scored in a little bit. We will also have true or false, which Les picked up a rare win last night. Gary back into the game for the Riders. Noah Watson joins us tomorrow afternoon as our halftime guest, our former almost a steal by Gehring off of the inbounds pass.
Looking forward to seeing Noah.
Smythe, left-hand dribble, crosses midcourt, now puts the moves, drives, and now there's a foul. That's going to be on number 1. I didn't see him come into the game. Danil Dean. Third on the Riders, just 1 on the Titans. I like seeing games started out with letting them play for a little bit.
Kind of getting the feel.
And there's the steal now by Dean. He just had the foul. He says, I'll take that. Here is Gehring. He's in the left side corner, kicks it back out. Tiger over to Dean, top of the key. That's Hoynes. This is Tiger driving now out to Skogsberg, skips it to Gehring. 17 on the shot clock. Game clock just goes under a minute. Skogsberg, he's going to put that one up. No good, off to the left side. And I think we might have got a push off by Gehring. We did.
Did I read from Mitch that this is the most players he's played in one of his years as coach, that he's not used to it personally?
He does. He'll go 10 deep.
Yep.
And he told me personally, he said, I go 10 deep. If I had Les Schroeder on my roster, you better know I'd go 11 deep every night.
That's right. I know Mitch.
And I said, Mitch, didn't you see the Midco feature on Les where he missed every shot that he took?
No, Mitch.
Oh, what a great pass.
Get in there,
the
Ryland.
ball are the Titans.
Yes.
And Ryland Norris makes a 3, points to a family member in the crowd. There was 2 extra passes, and now Smythe knocks it out of bounds into the hands of Dave Preheim, one of the foremost basketball minds in the entire country.
Whoa. That's some
Mitch
high
Grant
praise right
checks
there.
Back in. He is, and I heard he kind of called last night's game-winning shot by Jefferson with 1.7 seconds to go.
All right.
2-second shot clock, game clock separations to the Titans. As for now, we'll get it back just barely. We'll see.
All right.
They lead by 5.
That way, Cole.
That's a great defensive play by Cole McKinney. And now Grant just needs to stay under control.
Yep.
And McKinney takes the charge. He does! The steal by McKinney. And then the charge as he's firing up his team. Just under 15 seconds to go. Shot clock's off. Titans lead by 5. And so Wiebinga, Shawd, and Merrigan, maybe considered 3 of the big 3 here in T, check back into the game. Just under 15 seconds to go.
You know, there was a former T player that also wore number 3 that was quite a pest on defense.
Who was that?
One Blake Thompson.
Blake Thompson, yes.
One of the best to do it on the court or the football field.
Get in there.
Look at the pull-up jumper. No. Missed. Roosevelt's not going to get a shot, are they? They're going to get a heave. Not going to go in. 15-10. That's the end of the first quarter. Coach Taylor Fechner, girls basketball coach, coming on. That was a quick first period. Wrestling in Tri-Valley tomorrow, 20 teams. Coach Fechner, welcome back, sir.
Yeah, we've been up here for a while.
Tough loss last night. You faced, just like this team, you faced the Jefferson team that was 2-5, but boy, they had a heck of a schedule coming in, so you knew they were going to be good. What happened last play? You've had a lot of time to think about it and watch it. If you didn't watch the game last night, Jefferson had 1.7 inbounded and got the game-winning shot at the buzzer.
Yeah, lined up with 3 across on the top. We knew that the play was going to be drawn up for Brinley Altenberg, and it was. We were playing some zero coverage, just meaning that we were face guarding her, trying to take her away, make somebody else beat us. She kind of went on a double screen. Everybody rotated and maybe rotated one too far, and that left Abby Horner open, and she noticed it and she sprinted towards the hole, and they inbounded it, and we were just a step late on our backside rotation, and ball just hung up there a little long and went in.
Just a tad too late. You almost had a freshman knock it out.
Yeah.
But you're coming into this year, you were basically given a new team. Even some of your starters barely played. And if I say barely played, let's just say they played in non-meaningful minutes. Mm-hmm. You've done a really good job. The girls seem to be enjoying it and buying in. How has it been going so far?
You know, it's a really fun group. They come to work hard every practice. And, they want to have fun. They want to win games. Between the lines, they're ultra competitors. They're so much fun to – nice little take there by Shaw. just a ton of fun, and they're willing to work hard, and they really do everything you can ask, and it's exciting to be a part of it.
I talked last night on the air. You've really impressed me with a lot of things, but one of them is your sideline demeanor. You barely get mad. You barely yell or raise your voice. Is that hard, or is it why is that? You see so many coaches that lose their minds.
You know, the thing with our girls, at least, is they understand that when you get after them, that it comes from a good place, and I don't feel like I really have to get after them. I can kind of just talk to them, and they're just going to do it, and I can have a good conversation with them. And we've had some really good officials this year, so I haven't had to get after too many. We've had a couple on the road, so you guys haven't always seen those. But no, it's just I think the girls they just they understand what you expect, and you don't have to really harp on them too much. They don't make the same mistake twice. So as a coach, that's where you get most frustrated, is when they're making those same mistakes over and over, and making a mistake one time, not that big of a deal. You can live with it. But when it's constant, that's where I think as a coach you start to get upset. So we haven't had a ton of that yet this year.
Tomorrow on the road, leaving at 7 in the morning, Aberdeen Central. You're going to give up a lot of size in that game. What's going to happen tomorrow? Or what does Aberdeen Central look like?
Well, yeah, they've got Taryn Hermanson and the Burkhart girl. They're going to both go about 6'1", 6'3". They're going to stretch the floor. The one thing with both of them is, we can counter them with a little bit of our speed. They don't always get up the floor real well. They don't always, play long in those games. I mean, Hermanson plays about 2-minute stretches, and so, weather the storm when she's in, and make sure that she's not either one of them are beating us on the offensive glass, and that's going to be the biggest point of emphasis tomorrow. Is just we need two girls that are willing to step up and say, hey, we're not going to give up the offensive rebound. And, I know that Reese Hammerquist is one of those that will definitely do that. We'll see who else wants to step up and do that. I know Sienna Mork has been really she was fired up today at practice about, having that opportunity. And, Anna Bindy's always up for the challenge. So really excited to see, what we're going to get and who's going to step up. And I feel like every game, it's just been somebody new. I mean, Kaya Haynes has had a couple of them where you look at the box score and she's not going to wow you there, but she's a senior that is just in the right place at the right time. She's got as much heart as anybody, and she seems to, twice now this year, she's played huge roles down the stretch and has won us some games.
West Central.
Yeah, West Central was a big one. And so, it's just some of those. I mean, you never know who's going to step up with this team right now, and everybody's still trying to find their way. And it's been fun to see this team evolve from where we were, game one or especially game two, where we really struggled against Huron, to now really putting together, the last 4 games. I go into the locker room and I'm like, that's the best we've played. That's the best we've played. And just every game now. And as coaches, we were talking last night, like, what is our ceiling? I mean, every time you're like, all right, that was good. That was the best we've played. Then we go out and top it. And it's just, I'll be curious to see at the end of the year where are we really at compared to everybody else.
Oh, look at the pass.
That's nice.
Well, you got to get up early tomorrow, so we're going to get you out of here. Best of luck. Hey, I'm glad you're here, my friend. It's been fun so far.
Yeah, absolutely. More to come.
All right,
Appreciate
see you, buddy.
Thanks.
Taylor Fechner on the road, 7 a.m. tomorrow. Titans 7-point lead. They're outscoring Roosevelt 4-2. There's another miss.
A bit of a scoring drought for a while there, though.
Yeah, 15-10 was the quarter score, so they've scored 2 points and getting down close to the halfway mark. Les told me coming up he had trouble charging his phone, and so I simply reached down, flipped the switch to on, and his phone started charging, and I said, oh, my goodness, Les. Here's Gavin Shaw in the corner. A lot of time to spot that up off the backboard. He called it. I saw it.
Bank on a Friday.
Timeout. Coach Bagman, 10-point lead. The Titans' largest. So I reach down. I turn on the charger. Miraculously, your phone starts charging. And I says to you, I look up and I said, what's your phone at anyways? What was it at?
It's at 74%.
74%. And you're worried about charging your phone.
I was. But I didn't want to say, no.
You're a good son. You know that?
I tried. But Griff had a lot of things up here that I did not want to mess around with, that if I would have pushed the power surge, it would have changed everything up here. So that's why I did not touch buttons that are not mine until I asked politely.
Well, thank you for that, Les.
Yes.
But you can rest assured that if there's a power strip up here, you're always welcome to use it, and you just have to turn it on.
He will. He'll take before we get the power strip, he would hog the 2 plugins to himself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Here we go, stat-wise, 5 for Quick, 2 for Schmaus, 2 for Moki and Tiger each. And the Titans, pretty balanced, 3 for Norris, 2 for Wieninga, 4 for Grant, 4 for Grant. That's looking good.
Yep.
And 2 rebounds for him, 2 for Smythe. And so the Titans feeling good, 22-12. I believe it's, did the Titans just score? It's the Titans basketball coming this way, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Good job on the national anthem. Gavin Colbeck, Riley Clark, Kylie Pendergrass, Claire Hank, and then our 7, or like student managers for the night, Benning, Healy, Jacobsma, 2 Jacobsma boys, 2 Kurskis, Moses, and Reifsner,
Okay.
I believe. Here comes Roosevelt. This is CJ Smouth, gets it across the line. This one slowed down just a little bit. Titans held the Riders to 12 points, just 2 in this quarter, about halfway through this quarter now. Here is Moko. He's a load down low, and Williamson, all 3 coaches are up grabbing their heads, not agreeing with that one. They say that one's on Willie. It's Caden Williamson, and that's his first, team second, so 2 team fouls for the Titans, none for the Riders. Titans still have all 5 timeouts. Riders have 4. Moko to the line. On the year, Moko is, well, why don't I have it there, Wes?
I don't know. Why don't you have your stats in front of you?
Moko on the line. I had everybody's but his. 14 to 25, 56% shooter. And he misses both. And, boy, it is going to be there's going to be some sore young men after this one. Titans might need a timeout here. No, good job by Smythe to get it to Williamson. Then he hands it off to Norris. Smythe takes a 3 off the front of the rim. That looked good. Just needed maybe he needed one of those Arby's fundraiser sandwiches from out in the lobby before he played. Just a little more oomph underneath that. Nice looking drive by Bylander. All the way from Memphis. He scores. 8-point lead. And that's a foul?
Yep.
In this game?
Yeah.
The first one on the Riders. As we see Skogsberg comes back in. Dean, he's doing good. He's not refereeing tonight.
I have not refereed at all tonight. Nope.
And also number 0, Ding Quick, back into the game. And he is quick indeed.
He is.
Freshman. Grant will inbound it wearing number 10, just like his sister did here. Norris loses it. Bylander, sorry. Basket good, 4 in a row for Bylander. Leads cut to 6, 3:30 to go. Norris needs to look up. Smythe needs to find him. Here comes Grant. Brings it up, left-hand dribble, left side of the court. He's going to attack now. Oh, I thought he was going to get Williamson. Gets his own rebound.
I think he was in midair, couldn't decide what he wanted to do with it.
Does a great job just getting it out. Setting up the shot clock. I think they reset the shot clock. I didn't think that hit rim. It seemed like it came off the backboard pretty hard. Griff Wievinga so far tonight, just 2 points for him. He averages 19 on the year.
Ooh.
He steps back, shot no good. Rebound, Moko, under 3 minutes to go. Here comes Skogsberg. They'll bring it up. Moko out there. Look for the screen. No, he'll get it out to Tiger. It's Jamari Tiger, Skogsberg. He's got Smythe on him. Williamson and Moko fighting down underneath. This is Quick. He's stopped for a second for Lowry.
Ooh.
Almost a steal by Shaw. Skip pass. And then an extra pass. Skogsberg, he's 0 for 1 from out there. 1 for 2. 7 in a row. After the timeout.
They can heat up in a hurry when they get on. When they get some sets, they can knock them down.
Grant bringing the ball up a lot. And that was a good timeout by Weber because it almost looked like Grant was carried that ball at one point. He's getting a lot of heat.
12 thought he had a foul there.
12 thought who had a foul?
The 12 thought that he picked up a foul.
Oh, really? He wasn't happy?
Yeah.
JV and sophomore, the JV scores for the Riders. They ran away with that one.
73-25.
73-25, just barely. Titans were in it till the last few minutes,
That's
I heard.
Right.
And then C game.
Sophomore game was...
sophomore, I'm sorry.
Riders 48 and the Titans 35. And I heard that the freshman game, the Riders won the freshman game, freshman A, that went into overtime. I'm not sure the score, though.
Okay. And the sophomore game, Akol Thieb, he had a dunk towards the end of the game.
Yes, he did.
got the crowd up. I looked in. I was outside of the gym, and I looked in, and Les was standing up
I
clapping.
was, yep, that was. It was a nice dunk. It was. Travis and I got excited at the stats table. All right, we need a basket.
So these Titans will play tomorrow against Aberdeen Central here, and the girls will go to Aberdeen Central.
Yes. In
what is one of the worst decisions in all of sports, the mirror scheduling, which is just a terrible. So if you have kids on both the girls and the boys team,
Which
take your
there's
pick.
a couple.
Norris, little finger roll, left-handed. He'll go to the free throw line.
The Lingrens have kids on both teams, and so do the Van Lackens.
Yep. So Norris to the line this year, 7 of 13, 54%.
So maybe it's a split. Maybe mom's going one way, dad's going the other way. I don't know. We'll see.
I would make my kids beg, I guess. Who loves?
Wow, I think the Lingrens are staying here to watch him.
Well, he's a senior, and
Yep.
sister is a freshman.
Okay.
And that's a good excuse to tell her that's why we're not driving up to Aberdeen for an hour and a half game. So Norris misses both. Still a one-possession game, 1:45 to go until halftime.
Good defense.
Talk to Dr. Lowry. This is Tiger on Norris again. Tiger must think he can get Norris. But Tiger, this is a scrappy player.
He is.
There goes Norris cutting through. Nowhere to go. Smythe will dribble it on the right wing. He's got quick
That
on
away.
him.
Ooh.
Smythe
Got blocked.
takes the shot. Gets blocked. Skogsberg with the miss. Skogsberg brings it over half court. Right-hand dribble. He's trying to drive on Shaw. A little push off there. Weber saw it. Little push off with the off arm. Les, I don't want you to comment, but that was something we saw some of last night.
Last night, yeah. Nah.
Cole McKinney back into the game, the senior for the Titans, wearing number 3, number 2, CJ Smouse back in for the Riders, and also number 24, Carson Hoynes. Nice looking.
So now, while
player
you
for
are
them.
talking to Dr. Lowry, I will actually go down and talk to my friend Travis to get us some first half stats.
Okay.
All right.
Travis Berg, the stat master of T-Area boys basketball.
Travis Berger.
There's Smythe. We'll get it to Merrigan. There's Shaw, top of the key. Shaw doesn't shoot it. Back to Merrigan. Skips it to Smythe. And there is McKinney in the corner. McKinney skip pass. Nice skip pass to Merrigan. No
Ooh,
good.
Good look.
Just a little short. Rebound by Quick.
As you can see, Mitch Begman wants them to get out and run
Yeah.
to see if they can get the
And just
free.
taken away.
Yes.
Merrigan Merrigan, the big strapping young man he is, says, I'll take that.
Yep.
Here comes Cole McKinney.
Come on.
Spin move,
Oh.
they're supposed to call
Ooh-ha.
that. Blocked by Quick. Merrigan takes it in down low. The lefty finish for the big man. 5-point lead.
Now Mitch
shot
wants
clock
one
off,
shot.
30 seconds. And so Jackson Merrigan, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Halftime, Shaw leads all scorers with 8. There is the shot by Quick. And so 15 seconds, plenty of time for the Titans. Riders probably did them a little bit of a favor there going so quickly. So the Titans are going to come down. What they're going to do is they're going to hit a 3 here. Les, here goes. Oh, what a great pass by Smythe.
I like
4
that
in a
better.
row for Merrigan.
I like that one better.
The shot up and no good. And so 5-point lead, 15-10 after 1. And now it's 26-21, 5-point lead after 2. As we will welcome Dr. Lowry. Hi. Well, hello there. Thanks for coming on.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I don't know if you heard last night, we had freshman Lainey Haynes on, and she was outstanding, and so you kind of have a tough act to follow.
I wasn't nervous till I heard her.
Hey, you are here. This is kind of the first time for you, I believe, as a varsity parent, unless you had a kid running cross country.
Cross country and football and a little
Yeah.
basketball, yeah.
Are you enjoying being this is the first time you've ever been a varsity parent. You come to all the games, but you've never had a kid on the team before. Are you enjoying it?
You know, I probably have a different perspective than most
Yep.
because I see all of them as our kids, and I just expect a lot from my kids in terms of teamwork and playing and what's our big picture. And so I see
Right.
it as like this great preparation for life, and there's ups and downs. So I have lots of opinions, but some of them you probably don't want to hear.
No, I agree, and I always tell kids, you don't know how much fun you can have and how much you can contribute by not even playing, just being on the bench and being a great teammate and cheering and being a hard worker in practice. And you don't necessarily have to play and have to score points to get enjoyment out of being in a sport. So, yeah.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of loyalty from a lot of kids, and that's what makes team.
Yeah.
And when you get to be an adult, playing your role and doing what you can to contribute, and always be ready for your opportunity. That's life.
Yeah, that's great. You have traveled back home to Huron for boys basketball in Pierre, where Brian is from, in basketball. Tomorrow you're going back to Aberdeen Central. How has that been? Has that been fun? Has that been special for you to go back and visit some of your places that you have fond memories of?
Yeah, there's a lot of good memories. So I'm from Huron, and then Brian and I both taught in Aberdeen. And I'm actually headed to Rapid City tomorrow because Dawson, my freshman, is singing in junior honor choir. So we're going lots of different directions. But I reffed for a long time, so when we went to the Class A gyms as well, every place has a little special memory.
Sure.
But Huron was very special for me, and it was fun to see Dashel on the home court.
Right, yeah, and I love Huron Arena. I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel it's just a little gym in South Dakota that I hope they never change or do anything to.
No, it's a special place, that's for sure.
Absolutely. When we went down for SODAC 16 girls basketball, their public address announcer, I don't know who it is one of the best I've ever heard anywhere, and he made it a lot of fun.
So he graduated 1 year before me.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
They did tell me that he came down from Pierre.
Yep, he's an elected official. He's the Secretary of Treasury. He's on those commercials.
Okay, yeah. I had to go tell him. He said that was a lot of fun. You're one of the best I've ever heard. So
yes.
Got to try to let those guys know that. So a high school update on our major expansion going on here. Can you fill us in on what's going on?
Yeah. So it's completely enclosed.
Yep.
The office area is painted. The classroom sections are painted. Carpet will be going in February with equipment and supplies like desks and all that stuff at the end of February. So it's getting very, very close. But the intricacies of the Performing Arts Center are what's holding it all up.
Okay.
When you go in there, and there's 1,200 seats, you'll see quite the slope in the floor, but all of the steel and beams and everything that hold everything up had to be a flat floor. So for all of that to work, they couldn't start on the concrete portion until everything was in.
Oh, wow.
So that's...
It's a little behind schedule on the Performing Arts Center, maybe?
Yes, but it should be good to go by the middle of July, and we'll be walking in August.
It'll be exciting.
Yes, it is. It's quite humbling when you get to take a tour.
Yeah, and we've had the second gym here, which we're already using the heck out of that. I noticed they're having practices a lot over there.
Yep. And
the wrestling room, which those guys really appreciate. Is anything opening this school year yet within the new expansion?
No, because if you look, there's like a double wall down where the current building ends.
Yep.
So it would be under a whole new fire code.
Okay.
And all of those final checkoffs to be able to have kids in there.
Yep.
And all of those safety pieces. So it was planned to be over this February break moving in, and it's just not going to happen.
That's okay. We'll take it. We're just glad it passed. And with that said, 86% voted yes on this, which really surprised me. We've had so much trouble getting people to vote yes and investing in our schools. So do you have a reason why you think 86% finally said, let's do it?
So time goes fast because the first election took 5, and it was within pieces of paper. So it was 58, 59, learning from the community, setting it up, and that one passed. And then Venture passed in 2017 on one vote at 72%. And then the community kept building their story. And as they got to be seeing kids and seeing the growth and building the story, it became overwhelming that it was theirs and not just
Right.
the schools. It was the communities.
I like that. I like that because I've lived here before the high school came here, and I think the high school changed everything, and it's the centerpiece of our community, and rightly so. And I mean, look at the crowd here tonight. This is outstanding and fun, and hopefully we're developing a friendly rivalry here with our friends from Roosevelt.
Well, the first half would definitely say yes.
It was fun. It was fun. The expansion will nearly double the size of the school.
Yeah.
I already asked you that. What's next? So we know nothing's happening this year. That's fine. The back of the school has a T logo on the other side of the auditorium.
Yeah.
Was that a mistake? Someone said that was a mistake.
Well, it was supposed to be on the front side,
I like it back there.
and you know what? It's a happy accident. So now we have the.
We have two.
So we have two, and then I believe on the north side you have some pretty cool stuff. Those will be painted when it's
Yeah.
all done, but just kind of some signatures, especially as most of our traffic until more expansion is coming from
Yeah.
that direction.
I like it. I like it. So in 20 years, what are we going to look like? How big is the high school going to get? How many schools are we going to end up having? I know you plan out a lot ahead. That's something you're
Yeah.
really good at. So what do you see?
Well, we went over that on Monday night's meeting, and if you go to our website and go to our story and growth and development, you'll see a lot of this
Okay.
outlined.
The
But
school-
essentially in 28 or 29, we need to open another elementary school. And
Yep.
we already own land on the north part of Maine. And that will move 3 elementaries to JK through 4, and Legacy will be an intermediate for 5, 6, and the middle school for 7, 8, so we don't overbuild.
That's great.
Then in 10 years, we'll have 4 elementaries that are JK through 5, 2 middle schools that are 6 through 8, and I think the high school will finish the second floor of that addition. There's one small addition, but that'll put us at about 1,200 students, and unless water and sewer drives some extra spots that aren't sewerable right now, I think that's kind of where we will land.
Okay. Because we are the smallest K through 12 district in the state, size-wise, right? Area-wise.
Square miles,
Yep.
yep.
So we're only going to get so big, you would think, that there's going to run out of room.
Right.
So I subbed today.
Okay.
And I love doing this. And I told him I was going to be talking to you tonight. And I said, and there were some questions some of the kids wanted to know about, when are we going to have a school day? And I said, we've already gone over that with
Uh-huh.
her. She did that really good for us. So here's some questions for you. Okay. Where does your husband work? One student wants to know.
The University of Sioux Falls. He teaches in the science department.
And is he a professor?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty fun. One student wants to know your guilty junk food snack.
Oh, I eat a lot of chocolate.
Really?
Milk chocolate and my chai tea. And my husband makes me eat real food too. Otherwise, I basically live on chocolate.
Okay. Now, if something you look forward to every day when you wake up.
I love waking my daughter up because she always is so excited to see me. Her and the dog, they're chasing around to see me. But you know what? I go to an office where I love the people I work with, and it's a delight every day.
That's awesome.
Sometimes challenging,
Yep.
but I always look forward to seeing them.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see. What is this? I gotta read my own writing. If you weren't in education, one student wants to know, what would you be doing?
I would either be probably a professional official for basketball or a college women's basketball coach.
Okay, wow. Because we talked about this before, but not everybody was listening for. You did high-level high school and college games really young.
Yeah, 16.
So do you sit here and kind of,
I have a different perspective, that's for sure.
I told Taylor Fechner that he does really good about not, for being such a young guy, not hollering and screaming, and I think they all do, but
Yep.
he's impressed me. What would your parents say? One kid wants to know, what would your parents say if you failed a class?
What's she going to do about it?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Like they're not
Yeah.
going to hover over you? And
No, how'd that go for you? What's she going to do about it?
okay. Well, that took us to the start of the second half here.
All right, well, I could color commentate for you, but I bet Les would be pretty good.
I would love it. We could send him somewhere, and then you should do that sometime. Well, thank you so much. It's always exciting to be able to talk to you for a little bit, and I know the community really appreciates it. So
All right.
enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Les and Andrew's boss, Dr. Jennifer Nebelseck Lowry. I always look. She's always one of the ones that we just have to have every year because she's so good, so fun to talk to. Titans 7-point lead, outscoring the Riders 2-0 here individually for the Titans first half. Total points: 8 by Shaw, 7 by Merrigan, and then 4 by Grant. Rebound leaders 5 for Griff Wiebinga.
Balanced scoring.
Yeah, and for the Riders, 7 for Quick, 4 for Bylander, and 3 for Skogsberg. Their rebounding leader
Get in there,
tonight
nice shot. Sean.
is Tiger. So Shaw gets this up to 9-point lead, one off the biggest lead of the night. 15-10, Titans won the first quarter, 11-11 in the second quarter. And, you know, I'm supposed to talk about Gavin Shaw. We had a great conversation last week.
Nice backdoor cut.
And the backdoor basket. Good by Gehring. Gavin's mom does hair. His dad does real estate. His dad played for the one and only Gary Munson.
Ooh, that would have been fun.
In Mitchell,
What year was that? Because was that when the was that Mike Miller years?
No, he didn't play with him.
Oh, he didn't play with him.
Here's weaving it from the corner. It's going to be long. No good. The rebound by Gehring.
Was it after or before?
2 points. He's off to not a great start, but that's okay. You love to see the Titans winning. 3-pointer by Quick from the corner. Good. Now that cuts it to 4. Every time the Titans build the lead, here come the Riders. 5 in a row. What was that, Les? I'm sorry.
What year was Shad at Mitchell for Gary Munson?
I don't know.
Okay.
You can ask him.
I will.
I'm not going to ask him that question.
All right.
Yeah. Here's Wiebinga into the corner.
Anyway, go ahead about
Grant.
Gavin.
No, it's okay. He said he started playing in the 4th grade. I asked him, when did you realize you were a pretty good player? And he said about 7th grade. There's a nice touch by Smythe as he backpedals down the court. 6-point lead. And he plays in Sanford Identity, and something that got him a lot better is they play against older players. Here's Quick again off the front of the rim.
He got a hand in his face.
Charges the lane. He doesn't get the rebound, but he gets the steal. I'm sorry, that's Gehring. Gehring pulls up the 3-pointer. Griff Wiebinga is there, and the foul on Ding Quick. Those uniforms by Roosevelt are fancy. And they got the Jordan logo up there. You got the yellow. Quick coming out of the game. Nice looking player. Jamari Tiger, he's a pest, comes into the game, along with number 24, Carson Hoynes. And so our hobby for Gavin Shaw is golf.
Yeah, he's a good golfer. Heard he's a good golfer.
And who do you think, Kobe or MJ for Gavin Shaw?
Is he an MJ guy?
Smythe driving. Well,
Nice.
there he is. Gavin Shaw, number 23, like his man Michael Jordan.
That's right.
8-point lead, 5:13 to go. Just the third quarter. It's early. Anything can happen here. This is Bylander. Takes a couple dribbles, picks it up. Skogsberg, he's 1 of 2 from the 3-point line so far. Here's Bylander. Jumps, but gets the pass complete. Under 20 on the shot clock. Here comes Tiger, always looking to push it, always looking to get in the lane. Skip pass, barely caught by Schmaus. He'll drive on Smythe.
Nice.
Smythe almost gets the block. Nice finish by Schmaus. So Schmaus beats Smythe.
That's a mouthful.
4th point to go with 2 assists tonight. Now here they are again. This is Schmaus guarding Smythe. Here's the freshman, Grant. He's going to watch for Shaw. Doesn't get him. This is Shaw back to Smythe. Smythe tells Wiebinga, come over here so I can drive, and throws it up. No good. Fouled. Gavin's favorite TV show is Creed. His favorite restaurant is Chili's. He loves the Cajun chicken there, just like you do. If you have someone that'll take you there and buy it for you. His favorite drink is the Body Armor. Body Armor strawberry banana. As Smythe goes to the free throw line. And I'm sorry. Smythe.
Gavin's got good taste in food.
Smythe, rare miss there. 18 of 21 before that shot. 86%. As Williamson comes back into the game, and McKinney. And then his favorite video game is 2K or Madden.
2 good games, too. I play those.
I agree with.
Yep, I play those.
Smythe gets the second one.
Haven't played them in a while, but I have played them before.
7-point lead for the Titans.
See, these kids nowadays would take me to town with those games.
Wouldn't be pretty.
No, it would not be pretty.
Garen Skogsberg underneath to Gehring, who was posting up. Turnover. Smythe with the basketball.
I'm lucky if I could beat my nephew in games like that.
Boy, Schmaus was really all over Smythe. That's a really good matchup. Smythe, the taller player, but Schmaus, oh, great job. Extra pass. Oh. Wow, the step back. Bang! Smythe for 3.
Smythe clicked the pick.
Cooler than the other side of the pillow. 10-point lead, under 4.
All right.
Third quarter.
All right, Stu Scott.
Oh, he's just cool. And Schmaus goes down. Smythe helps him back up. Foul is on number 3, Cole McKinney for the Titans.
I won't tell you what I was doing at halftime of when you're talking with Dr. Lowry.
Thank you. So first team foul, first personal on McKinney, first team foul on the Titans. Now this is Tiger, gets it into the lane, the tip away by Wiebinga, 3:24 to go. We'd love to see the Titans build on this, their biggest lead of the night. They've led by 10 before, but not anymore.
I was talking to the other team's head coach's wife at halftime.
Oh, boy. Jackson Merrigan comes back in for Wiebinga. Wiebinga will sit for a little bit.
Watching his daughter knock one down from the free throw line.
Oh, did she really?
She did, yes. Berkeley knocked one down
Long
for Mitch.
3, Garang off the right side. No good. Rebound kept alive initially by Schmaus. Almost a turnover and timeout by
Mitch got one.
By Mitch. And so I asked Gavin, who's the teammate most likely to be what? Most likely to be famous? Who did he say? You're right, Brenner Conrad.
I did. Gee, you didn't even give me a chance
Said
to
he's
answer.
going to be an actor. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Who's good at karaoke, do you think?
Mitch Grant.
Marshall Smythe.
All right.
Who's most likely to move far away?
Cole McKinney. Actually, no. Cole McKinney is going to stay close.
Rylan Norris.
Okay.
Okay, I've got one of these is McKinney and one of these is Griff Wiebinga.
Okay.
Who's going to be a stay-at-home dad?
That's Cole McKinney.
Griff Wiebinga will be a stay-at-home dad.
All right.
And that's because Gavin said he's a homebody.
Okay.
As a former stay-at-home dad, I take great offense to that, Gavin, but that's okay.
All right.
And then who could talk their way out of a speeding ticket?
That would be.
Does he not know it's Cole McKinney? Because I told you that the last two are going to be Wiebinga and McKinney. And
all right.
so Cole McKinney, he said, could talk his way out of the
Probably
speeding ticket.
could, yes.
Funniest coach, who did he say? The inbound went over the head of Grang, right into the hands of Shad. One-on-one, little pull-up, one-handed shot. Good!
Well, Mr. Shad would say probably Robinson.
14 for the spotlight player tonight. Gavin Shad, my pick to click.
Am I right on that? The right coach?
Who did he say?
Robinson.
He said Rob. Yep. There's the steal by Smythe. By Smythe.
So he's hurt down here too.
The Smythe and Schmaus is really doing a number on me.
Okay.
Who is the coolest coach? Who's the coolest coach?
That's Becker.
That's Cade Stearns.
Oh.
That was his club coach.
All right.
So Grant back into the game for the Titans.
I'd still say Becker, but
Balin Nickens into the game for the Riders. He hasn't been in there yet tonight.
What did he say about Mr. Weber?
Well, who would he not want to play one-on-one against? Who
Weber, yeah. Weber makes he can't miss.
It's Cade Stearns.
Oh.
Boy,
I'm old for.
And who would he not want to make mad? There's Smythe again, shaking his head as he runs down the court.
Weber.
Biggest lead of the night, 14. He wouldn't want to make Rob mad. And then I mentioned Weber, and he said, yeah, not him either.
Okay.
So 2:30.
Oh, wow, that's deep.
Long 3 by Tiger. Stripes it like a tiger.
Waiting for that one.
They needed that. Now
they did.
Back into this zone, or this press here. Here's Grant getting trapped. And timeout Weber. And so 30-second timeout. 2 fouls on the Riders, 1 on the Titans. The timeout situation, the Riders have 3 left. The Titans have 3 left.
Yeah, the Riders had to do something to stem the bleeding there. They were getting taken to task by the Titans.
A big shot by Tiger.
That was.
Gavin Shaw's parents, I said, who's the better driver? He said, Dad. And I said, why? He said, because Mom has a history of accidents.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
All right, well. All right.
I said, who decides where you eat out? He said it's his little brother. His little brother.
His little brother's an 8th grader, isn't he?
I asked, who's cooler, Mom or Dad? Who do you think?
I'm going to say, it's got to be a tie, but I'm going to say Mom.
He said Dad because
right.
Gavin teaches him all the slang words and
Oh,
whatnot.
all right.
And then the funniest, he said, my dad's funnier because my mom's jokes are cringy. Mom is not.
Oh,
I hope he's
Mom.
not planning on going home and mom
Mom.
cooking for him tonight.
I know.
I wouldn't.
I know. I'm sorry.
And
sorry,
then,
Mom.
Who do you think? Okay, who do you think's got the better music of the two?
Oh, Mom definitely got
He
better.
said neither. Oh my, there's a
Oh, that was on Merrigan for not setting the screen.
Merrigan picks up the foul. 2-2 and fouls with 2 minutes to go. 2:06.
That's a lot of twos.
Exactly. I asked Gavin to describe his game. He said he's a shooter. He's got a high IQ. Can play a lot of positions, and he's coachable.
Yep, he is.
And I asked him about the team. He said they're drama free and just enjoying themselves. And I asked him to describe the jump from JV to varsity, and he said all these guys are huge, man. It's like NFL linebackers. That's not going to be good. Garang with the miss. Merrigan, great job, just boxing out Balin Nichols. Titans 11-point lead, under 2 minutes to go. So Garang will come back out. Memphis Bylander.
Don't count these Riders out yet because they can hit the three like that.
I asked him about the tough loss at the Pentagon. He said they need more energy, and maybe that it was a day game was the problem. So, and they said, you're just a sophomore, you're working harder. He said, I just got to keep working harder. He wants to go to state. Marshall Smythe, the hoop and harm. He comes to life, doesnent he, in these type of games where you want a senior leader like him to come alive.
That's right, my click to pick.
So 14, 13-point lead. Caden Williamson back into the game. Biggest lead of the night by 14 for the Titans. Smythe can get the Titans there. He's 85% free throw shooter, but he's missed 2
That's
of
also
3
now
tonight.
14 points for Smythe, too.
Yes, 14 with him, 14 for Gavin Shaw. And as I mentioned, Wiebinga, the guy that usually does all the work for scoring for these guys. Great job by Wiebinga to get out. Might even get a little touch on it. Ryland Norris hits the floor.
Nice.
He's going to stay with the Riders. Wiebinga only has 2, but this is a great thing to see with him getting 2 and the Titans beating a nice-looking Roosevelt team. You're here by 13. So, absolutely. When things are going right, Gavin Shaw, what's happening? He says the bench is hyped and the crowd is hyped. So when things are going wrong, there's no crowd. Steal by Wiebinga. So fans make a difference.
They do.
Cheer
Hawaiian
loud.
night tonight.
Williamson gives it right back to Smythe. 1 minute exactly to play in the third. Titans up by 13. Here's Grant. He's got 4 between the legs. And he does. Throws it right at, you can see that coming a mile away. And then Nickens loses it out of bounds.
Right to his coach. His coach didn't want to catch that.
It was a big play and great job by Balin Nickens, and then he just lost it. So shot in. Norris. Nope, it'll be Grant coming out of the game. And so, yeah, I had fun talking with Gavin. And
Awesome.
sometimes you only plan to talk for 20 minutes, and you look up, and it's been 40 minutes.
Yep.
And you can keep going. So thanks to him
That's
for
awesome.
the time.
He's a great kid.
Yeah, and in years past, I only did seniors, and I told him, I said, I think I'm going to change that because it's kind of stinks when you don't get to talk to these kids until they're a senior. Look at that! Back cut. And then it looked like he passed it on his way down.
Yeah, he was trying to get it to Willie, and
Ryland Norris, if your parents are listening, let's get some new sneakers.
Oh, no. No, those are fine sneakers. What's
Oh,
wrong
he
with
just
those?
slid. Shot clock's off. 25
Maybe
game
there's
clock.
a wet
Titans,
spot on the floor.
Titans by 13. True or false coming up over.
All right, good. 2 in a row tonight.
Over Roosevelt.
2, yes, good.
Screen was coming all day long. Nickens. No! Was that a block?
Might have been.
It had been a block by Wiebinga. Titan basketball. 12 seconds to go. Merrigan's going to come in for Williamson. Trade a little offense for defense. So, what has to happen here, the Titans, at the very least, just don't turn it over or don't shoot it too quickly.
Either get a drive and a kick or work the ball around and get a nice little cut to the basket.
Just don't want a turnover, an easy basket, or give the momentum to Roosevelt. Smythe drives it.
Yeah, it
goes
works.
down. Gets the miss. 2.7 on the game clock. So Smythe, 85% free throw shooter coming into this game. Has missed 2 of 3. What's he going to do here, my friend?
Put him in.
Both? Mm-hmm. If not, I'm going to give him a little These rims have not been kind. We saw the Lady Titans 7 of 19 last night, and then they lose by 1.
I know. I think Mr. Clayberg has to change this rim over here.
Yes, something.
It's something on this side.
There it is. Shot's good. And now into the game, kind of a defensive move here, defensive specialist. As Smythe goes to the bench with 15 points. Cole McKinney, they've got to
slow it down.
And you saw Weber yelling. Oh my, Tiger! Boy, he's a ball player, man.
He is. He tried.
Weber was screaming because one of the players for the Riders was uncovered at midcourt. Here we go, fellas. I'll give you your paper so you can write your true or false over.
I got one. I'm ready.
Roosevelt.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
True or false? We do this every game. True or false? Over 100 high schools nationwide are named Roosevelt High School. True or false? That's number 1. Les Schroeder very confident after his win last night. He said he's going to take Griff down. Question number 2. Theodore Roosevelt, he was married 1, 2, 3 times. Was old Theodore Roosevelt. Number 3, he bought a ranch in North Dakota. Did the man who's now on a faces on a mountain in South Dakota. Number 4, the teddy bear was named after him after he spared the life of a real bear that he refused to shoot on a hunting trip. Then they caught wind of it, they named the teddy bear after him. Okay? Number 5, girls basketball at Roosevelt. They won 111 in a row.
Yes, they did.
5 straight state titles as they dominated Les Schroeder's O'Gorman Knights.
Nah, be quiet.
Just toy with them. Toy with them.
We had a couple games with them. Anyway,
those 5 state titles.
Yep.
Girls basketball at Roosevelt has won more state titles than any sport at Roosevelt. They have one more.
No, I'm going to say this one.
Since 1991, 35 years Roosevelt has been a school. Titans, 14-point lead. That ties their largest. Plus, they get the ball to start the 4th.
Come on, Merrigan.
He's 0 for 2 from the corner threes. He turns it over, driving the baseline. Dean comes out of there with it. And so we'll go over these answers. Over 100 schools are named after Roosevelt. You guys both said true. You're both wrong. It is 91, though. 91 schools are named Roosevelt. And I won't tell you the leader because that'll be... And Marion, and you can jump and still get a charge of that. If you jump vertically, the referee just told him you didn't jump vertically, but I don't think he had to jump. He could have just...
No, he could have walled up there.
Yep. So this is to the line. This is Bylander. He's a 90% free throw shooter coming in, 17 to 19. Question number 2. Roosevelt married both 3 times. You both said false. You're both right. It was just twice. Just twice. Number 3, you both said true. He bought a ranch in North Dakota. He sure did. It's still there, close to the North Dakota-Montana line. So tie game. Number 4, here's where we have a difference. The teddy bear was named after him after he spared the life of a bear. That's false because he didn't shoot the bear, but he let somebody else shoot it.
Yeah.
So Bylander, 90% free throw shooter, comes in and misses both. And the free throws the last 2 nights have been crazy here.
Yep.
Girls basketball won 111 in a row, 5 state titles. Do they own the most state titles in school history? Les, you said false. Griff, you said false. It is true. They have 7.
Okay.
Bowling has 6. Volleyball has 5.
All right, I didn't know.
Boys basketball 4. Football has 3.
I thought you were going to go golf there or something like
The
that.
tiebreaker, Les, you've won 2 in a row.
Yep.
Take your show on the road. What was Mitch Begeman's number at USD?
Oh, at USD, he was, oh my goodness, what was it? Oh my
Griff,
God, I should know this.
Griff, that's your alma mater, sir. You're in the Hall of Fame there. You should know this.
Well, and Begeman and I were actually at USD at the same time.
Oh, my goodness. Look at Shad working on the baseline, throws it up. He's going to the free throw line.
I'm going to say his number I'm going to say 5 at USD.
Okay.
I'm going to say 20.
It was 3.
Yes, oh, I was close.
It was 3. Keep your chin up, Griff. There will be another.
2 in a row, yes.
There will be another day. Here to the line
Yes.
goes Gavin Shaw, 12 of 15, 80% coming in. I'm telling you, we have seen the craziest free throw shots the last 2 games. These are good shooters, and they're missing.
I'm telling Clayberg to change his rim out tomorrow
That's good. He's got 15. Smythe's got 15. Merrigan, 7 points. 4 for Schmaus and Bylander. It's a 15-point lead, largest of the night with 7 minutes to go. We're going to mark that down on here. This would be a nice win for the Titans. And I know Utah, Merrigan can't really believe it, but that's going to be a foul on him, and it'll be foul number 4, I believe. Yes. And so Williamson will come in. Merrigan not happy. He had 2 called on him here in the 4th. He got in foul trouble at the Pentagon, and he had his 4th foul early in the 30 seconds into the 3rd quarter.
Yep, and then he fouled out right before the 3rd quarter ended.
And so here, driving, number 21, Mitch Kranzler. He's into the game, so Bagman's gone 12 deep looking for something taken away by Shad. Wow, he's got to watch out behind, man on. Shad 1-on-3, wisely kicks it out to Smythe. He's going to set it up. He's got Grant in one corner, Weavinga in the other. Now Grant comes out. Smythe's going to drive. Drive stopped by Kranzler there. Grant, now Shad. Shad's got 15. He's got Willie on the baseline. Williamson, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Shot clock now down to 10. It's going to be Smythe. He's going to back it out. 8 seconds on the shot clock. He just drives. He's been doing that a lot. Oh, my goodness! Marshall Smythe! Don't call him the Marshmallow Les.
I didn't. I would never call Marshall that. Never. That was my pick to click.
Well, anybody that got a chance to watch that, I mean, he was driving. He got up. He had the ball curled, still in drive mode, hung up, hit that shot. Just fantastic body control on that one.
That's outstanding. Hoynes and Tiger back into the game for the Riders, looking for an answer here to Marshall Smythe, having one of the best games of his senior season. 17 now, and you know, Les, what he's going to do here. He's going to miss it.
Yes.
I told you.
Well, yeah. But he heard me. He wanted to be click the pick tonight, so that's what I told him before the game. 17 now, kind of forcing the issue is Smouse down the line, fouled by number 1, Marshall Smythe. First personal, team third. Schmaus now
is going to go to the line.
Here's your question.
Schmaus, 9 out of 10 on the year. Okay, let's see how crazy these rims are. 9 out of 10.
Okay. See?
Unbelievable. 9 out of 10 on the year, and he misses the first one. So Rylan Norris with his tattooed left arm, just like Les Schroeder, into the game. Mitch Grant to the bench. What's the question?
With a game tomorrow, does Weber go to the bench here pretty soon?
Schmaus does make his second. I don't think he's even thinking about that, to be honest.
I don't think so either. Nope, I honestly don't think so either. I was just throwing the question out there.
I think you were thinking that.
No, I would never doubt my coach.
So here comes Smythe, brings the ball up the court. Under 6 minutes to play in the game. 16-point lead. Largest has been 17. Norris in the corner, passes it up, drives baseline, flips it to Shad. He's got all the time in the world. Off the back of the rim. Norris to the rescue. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Smythe. 5:30. New shot clock. Here's Weavinga. He doesn't shoot it. Bylander on him. Dribbling around. 25 shot clock. To Norris on the right wing to Gavin Shaw. Shaw will try to dribble it in. He's got Tiger on him. I'd just pass it. I would just give it up. I'm kidding. Shaw. Almost a finger roll. And then look at there.
Okay, Willie. Look at Willie.
Willie
Good
comes
effort.
in. The Titans don't get the ball, but he dives on the floor, and at least he's going to switch the possession arrow if
That
nothing
is a
else.
possession later. Yep, that is a possession later.
Kranzler and Nickens into the game, and Kranzler is not. No, Kranzler's coming out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was Bylander. Got Memphis on my mind. Memphis Bylander. Love to know why he's got that name.
It's a good name.
What do they have against Nashville? Is Nashville, because you can call him Nash for short.
Yeah, but no, he likes Memphis. That's a good name for him.
48-32. Bagman has gone 12 deep. 5 minutes remaining. Bagman, I guess he's probably going straight home from here.
You might go back to the school.
No, I don't think so. He's over in your neighborhood, kind of by you a little bit. 10
He
seconds on the shot clock. Norris going at Bylander. Bylander.
Nice block.
Big block by Williamson. Shad just going to back it out and throw it away to Bylander.
It's a good hustle by Bylander there.
It's Bylander, and he traveled. And so it's starting to get hot and heavy like in the first quarter. And Number 10, Mitch Grant. Number 20, Jackson Merrigan back in for the Titans. Number 23, Bryson Skogsberg back in. Good thing basketball isn't like volleyball where you have a sub-limit.
Oh, yeah.
Roosevelt would have been
They've
over
been out.
that
Yep.
third quarter. Here is Shaw. Shaw getting all kinds of grief. Oh, boy. Smythe will pick it up. And the timeout to Weber.
Weber calls a Weber.
Weber calls a Weber.
Weber calls a timeout, I meant. And gets in Colt McKinney.
Do you have a favorite TikToker, Les or Griff?
I do not. Sorry.
Gavin Shaw's is ESPN.
Oh, well, okay.
Really hoping to get something there. His favorite stream is Creed.
Okay.
Creed, the movie Creed, like Apollo Creed.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to check that out.
Why not?
Who's our fan of the game here?
Youngye.
Jacob Youngye.
Jacob, the senior.
The large human on his way to USF to play football.
And the king, the homecoming king.
The homecoming king. And
the homecoming king.
When the court came out, I asked Les who it would be, and he said, I know that Youngye's not going to win it. He said, I know that.
I was between him and Marshall Smythe. Relax.
So wrestling is at Tri-Valley tomorrow. 20 teams there. Our new favorite wrestler after last night, Lainey Haynes, will be taking care of business.
I don't know what she was always my favorite wrestler, so I don't know what you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Good volleyball player too, but you know.
Volleyball player that played for Les here in middle school, and she said enough of that. I'm quitting.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun to talk to Lainey about wrestling. I get to do that every first period.
Oh, awesome.
So
she is passionate about it. Talked to her mom today, and she said that she was just really thrilled that Lainey got to talk about. Look at the save by Merrigan behind the back.
Yep.
She said she was just happy that Lainey got to share her love of the sport, and hopefully some other girls hear that. And she said by the time Lainey graduates, they would love a full team that they would be able to compete.
Get in there.
Smythe finally misses one. Smythe comes back to life on the outside, driving. This is Riley Casey, another new player into the game. He loses it out of bounds into the depleting and sitting Riders student section. It's Craig Clayberg, T Athletic Director, looks on, chest pumped out.
So is Haley Weber over there.
Haley, I talked to her before the game, and I said, have you missed a home game?
Nope.
She hasn't.
Nope. Talked to her today during lunch.
Yeah, it's always fun. Always fun to talk to Haley. 16-point lead. Almost the largest tonight. This would make it the largest off the back of the rim.
Good luck.
It's a foregone conclusion now. This one, 3:30. There's Tiger. Pulls up. Looks good. Off the front of the rim. Rebound by Merrigan. Rebound number 4 for Jackson Merrigan. And Coach, I'll tell you this, Les.
Yeah.
You talk to Coach Weber, there's one thing he's preached, and thrown away by McKinney. Here's Tiger driving, and out of bounds. Tiger just brought it to Grant. Grant held his own. But there's one thing, as we see number 4, Caleb Horseman, that Coach Weber has been preaching as Gavin Shaw checks back in.
Is what?
It's toughness.
It is.
And it was all about toughness, like what Gavin Shaw said. They all look like linebackers. That's the one big key in AA. It's the bigger guys. And so when I talked to Weber, and he was salty at practice, and he wanted the guys to get tougher.
Yep.
This is a tough win. This is a big boy win right here.
It is.
The way this started was few I've ever seen.
Yep.
And I think the crowd played into that, and his team has weathered that storm. Up by 16, Wiebinga, he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, and it's going to be key tomorrow, too, when we have back-to-back games against Aberdeen Central, and Aberdeen's not going to feel sorry for us that we played tonight, so they're going to come in here ready to play.
And given the pace of play, both teams not even near their marks. It's been a very defensive game.
Right, and Titans are,
Shooting hasn't been the greatest either. Talk about the rims.
Wiebinga 62% now. He'll splash them both. He's a not great free throw shooter. He will be. That number will go up. He's just too good of a shooter. Splashes them both up to over 65% now. He will exit as Les is so worried about tomorrow. So there goes Wiebinga to the bench. Titans' biggest lead of the night.
I want another W against the Aberdeen Central.
And the Titans with this, they come into this one, number 2 in power points. This will help a little bit. Tiger off the back of the rim. The rebound for the Skogsberg for the Riders. New shot clock, 2:22. Tiger, he's really forcing the issue. He's missed his last two.
He plays hard, though.
I don't like bailing a player out that goes down and throws over. It's going to throw a backward shot up. And I'm not down there. I can't say, sorry, Dean. But I think, a lot of times when you see someone that out of control that goes down and flips the ball backwards, crowd favorite here for the Riders. Tiger misses. It's Brody Frick, as he saw the Roosevelt faithful really cheer him on.
Here comes another senior.
Isaac Slowey. Now, large human coming in for the Titans, senior, for the freshman. Great job in the second ever start by Mitch Grant, and he's just going to keep getting better. And these games like this are really going to help. That's a young man, Les, that was playing middle school last year. And this game, the way this started, had to open his eyes.
Well, his sister was on this court. He was on middle school.
Yeah. Gavin Shaw bringing the ball up the court, hands it off to Smythe, top middle of the court. He's guarded out there by Riley Casey, and now Smythe drives. No look past the shot. That's going to be off. No good. And the rebound saved by Brody Frick.
Yep, he did.
Here comes Casey. He's going to pull up. No three-pointer. That number 23, Skogsberg. He's going to wheel and deal in the lane. Shot that on his way down. Rebound by Norris. So Norris is going to get fouled by Brody Frick, the Roosevelt faithful's favorite player. Cole McKinney just exited a little bit ago. He's going to come back into the game for the Titans. 1:42 to go. Titan student section now sitting themselves. Do they know they're winning?
I'm not sure.
Rylan Norris to the free throw line. Rattles that one home. He came into this one 9 of 14. Another favorite, number 34. Abel Elmayu. Abel Elmayu.
Okay.
Thanks to the Riders managers for telling me that. And now for the Titans, number 35, Dashiell Lowry. That was a tough one, and now Merrigan fouls out of the game. He's just got something where he just gets a lot of fouls called on him. And so Lowry is going to come into the game for the Titans. And now also number 31, senior for the Titans, Jacob Lindgren. That's my family wellness friend there, Jacob Lindgren, number 31.
His mom is an elementary teacher at Legacy Elementary.
Yeah, Dashiell Lowry, number 35. We heard from his mom at halftime. He was the starting quarterback the second half of the year for the Titans.
Yep.
There's 2 points for Caleb Horstman. He's on the board. It's his first point. Rylan Norris slowly getting his way into this bench rotation. 4 points, 3 rebounds. 16-point lead. Here comes Cole McKinney. Casey on him. And, I kind of forgot about Coach Begeman, but hey, Slowey! He said that they've had transfers, guys stepping in, holdovers from last year that didn't play, said Coach Begeman. He said they're starting to figure it out. He said that T is a great test for them. It's a great test, and he knows that T is going to present him with some problems, and they did.
Yep.
And he said Weavinger, Smythe, and Shaw. He said they have to take away one of those two tonight, or one or two of those guys tonight.
His favorite junior high coach was Les Schroeder. Oh, sorry.
Oh, boy. And he gave us some stats and was really kind to us, and said some nice words about us.
Yes, he did.
Les, that
he did. He meant it more for you than for me.
Really appreciate. Oh, stop it. 9 years head coach, 12 years overall.
Yes.
And
he's been there.
They want to get 1% better every day. They know the season's long. It's taken this group some time to figure each other out. But they know they can compete, and they know they'll be playing their best in February and March. And each night's an opportunity for them to get better and achieve their goals, he says, and give themselves a great chance to win. And he will. Because if you take over a program that has one win in your first, and you turn it around that quick,
And you got a state championship.
And yeah, he has back-to-back state championships. He's coached an undefeated team. He's gone to state 5 times.
Yep, he knows how to get it done.
In 8 years, and boy, I'll tell you what, if we didn't have the best coach in South Dakota high school boys basketball, Drew Weber, I would take Mitch Begum in here.
Yep. Shout out to his wife, Kathy.
Yeah, so we're just glad he's in T, and he's been here a couple of years. Come on, you got to get in there.
Oh.
Jake Lindgren saved the rebound by Slowey. Tries to get it off the foot of Horstman. He doesn't. Under a minute to go. This is where we root for everybody to get in there.
Yeah.
Tiger in and out. He gets robbed. Another rebound by
Slowey
Slowey.
wants one.
Slowey.
Oh, he's out
Shades
of
of
control.
Shaq at LSU. He's going to take it the whole length of the court. Weber saves him, calls a timeout, and has a laugh with the referee.
I had lunch with Begman. I think it was this past summer. It was a lot of fun. Just talking basketball. I love talking basketball with him. He's come from a great basketball background with his dad, Mike, being the coach at O'Gorman when I was there. And so it was a lot of fun.
His dad coached you?
No, I didn't say that.
Hey, something I wanted to tell you. I subbed today at the middle school.
Yeah?
I love subbing at the middle school. Can I tell you why?
Why?
They've got this fridge in the teacher's lounge full of lunches, full of bags of lunches.
Those are not for you. Those are for the teachers.
So the teachers bring...
Those are not for you. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be... Those are not for you.
Mine said Matt Brew on it, and I thought that's who made it.
Oh,
so he must have had Matt Brew's lunch today?
Well, yeah, but Matt...
Brewski, I'm sorry, Brewski.
Matt, I'm sorry, Matt.
I'm like, man, they take care of these middle school teachers really well
Matt,
here.
I'm sorry you didn't get lunch today. I apologize for my cohort here. I mean...
I love you, Matt.
Matt Brew.
Matt Brew, everybody's favorite teacher at the middle school. When I ask them who their favorite is, there's a 5-second call on the Titans. It's always Matt Brew.
It is. He's a good junior high basketball coach, too, with Coach Deck.
Yeah, coaches girls. And
coaches girls,
been
8th grade. Yep, 8th grade.
Here we go, 18-point lead. Will the Titans end it with the largest lead of the night?
Who do you want me to go find for a player?
Oh, whoever. We already had Marshall, so we haven't had Gavin Shaw up here.
Okay, I'll get Gavin.
Kind of a fun one, but
I'll get Gavin.
If you, as you see, Weber gives Jake Lindgren a shove and say, you got to make that three-pointer next time. And a nice win. I'll tell you what, the longer I looked at Roosevelt and I saw them in warm-ups and I looked at their size, I looked at their stats, they're coached well, I was kind of nervous. I didn't think we'd be seeing an 18-point
I did not either.
win here tonight, 53-35.
Nope.
But the Titans, quick turnaround tomorrow. They're going to play at noon against Aberdeen Central.
Aberdeen Central. Well, actually, JV will play at noon. Freshmen over at the auxiliary gym at noon. And then the sophomores at 1:30, and then the varsity at 3.
And I'm guessing the girls, since their coach Fechner told me they're leaving at 7 a.m., I'm guessing that's going to be about their schedule.
That's their schedule as well. They have 3. They only have 3. They have a JV game at noon, freshman game at 1:30, and then the varsity at 3. So I will be having that one on. I'll try to concentrate. You might have this one-on-one tomorrow as I watch the girls' game, but I'm just teasing you.
We will wait just a few minutes and talk to Coach Drew Weber, maybe go over the box score, maybe talk to Gavin Shaw a little bit.
I told my friend Travis to bring me up some stats. So
not too much on Travis. He's a volunteer here tonight.
Well, Travis will come through for me. I'm not worried.
I went back to the concessions, and there was a whole group of people going in there, and I always like to say thank you to them.
Yep, they do a great job down there.
Speaking of volunteers.
Yep, they do.
And we had my friend up here, Quentin Clarenbeek.
I saw that. He's
up here filming again for the team, and he also works for the Sioux Falls Canaries.
Yep.
And nice win for the Titans, 15-10 after the first quarter, and then 26-21 at halftime, and it looked like we were going to be maybe just grind one out, but after things slowed down a little bit, I thought the Titans did well, and Griff, I know you agree with this.
Yeah.
Winning with your lead scorer who averages 19, when he gets 4 and you still win by 18, you got to love that if you're Coach Weber.
Absolutely. I mean, hats off to Marshall to just take the game over.
Yes.
Especially third quarter, when it seems like it's going to be tight, we hold them. I mean, third and fourth quarter, they didn't score very much at all.
Yeah.
And you have Marshall going off, and then the fourth quarter, Marshall's starting to pass the ball off to everybody else.
Yeah.
Trying to get everybody else into the action.
Yeah, 21 first half points for the Riders, coming in averaging 53. Only 14 second half points for the Riders. So they don't score a ton anyways, but the Titans hold them to 18 under their average.
Oh, and I think the fourth quarter they got held to 4 points.
Yeah.
So.
And credit to the Riders. Titans come in averaging 60, and they hold the Titans to 7 under that at 53. So now the Titans need to turn around and do it all over again tomorrow. But you were a former college athlete that when you're young, these won't even bother these kids. They'll be back out ready to go tomorrow. I'm just glad we didn't see any injuries tonight, as scrappy as it got. So hopefully seeing Coach Weber soon and Gavin Shaw. And
well, in other news, tomorrow is a big busy day because not only do we have the varsity basketball game, but the Titan cheer camp is tomorrow.
Oh my goodness! And Coach Bagaman's daughter will be here for that,
and so will my daughters.
Okay. And how many girls are going to participate? Do you know?
I have no idea. I know it's probably going to be a lot. If Mrs. Peterson was still around, she'd probably be able to give us a pretty good number on that.
Yeah, awesome. The gym will be packed. I'm watching Les, who's supposed to be recruiting players, but he's talking to kids as Coach Weber hugs his own kid, and Gavin Shaw goes into Camp Shaw over there. Oh, he knows he's coming up. Okay. So talk to Gavin here. I just talked to him on the phone the other night, so we'll get him again. Gavin Shaw, sophomore for T area, 15 points tonight. Gavin, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
I think your last 2 games are the only times you haven't scored in double digits.
Yeah.
So I was waiting to see if you were going to come out tonight and kind of turn it up, and you did. Marshall beat you with, I think, 18, but you were, I think, only one of 2 in double digits at 15.
Mm-hmm.
Did you enjoy that game? That was a tough-fought game.
That was an awesome game, bro. It means so much to beat these Sioux Falls teams. It means a lot for the crowd, to get into it in the bench. The energy was really high.
And you said that. You said when we're playing well, we have the crowd. When we're not, we don't have the crowd. Both of our sides, Roosevelt and Sioux and T, and you hope this turns into a rivalry between the two, a friendly rivalry. This is the fullest I've seen it since before COVID. Both student sections were good. That's exciting. That's what's exciting about playing double A, don't you think?
Yes, the games are way more competitive. Everyone gets into it. It's just way more fun.
And it's fun to play the Sioux Falls schools because yes, I agree. It's fun to beat the big schools, but they're close by and they bring their fans. And it started out pretty chippy. You guys were up 15-10 after the first, 26-21 at halftime, and then you guys pulled away. Only gave them 14 points in the second half. What went right for you tonight?
Shots went in finally. I got to the basket. Some rebounds. I think I had 3 or 4 steals. Defense is way more important than offense in this type of competitiveness. So
yeah, and Coach Weber has preached toughness. Are you guys buying into that and now kind of understanding what he's been talking about?
Yes, especially against these way better teams, it makes us a lot tougher. So it'll keep progressing and get better.
Yeah. Tomorrow now you got to get to bed tonight and get up, and then you got to play Aberdeen Central. Your coach gives you great scouting reports. What do you know about them?
He just told us in the locker room that our focus is on them, and they keep getting better and better. I think last year we ended up falling to them in a pretty tough game, and this year we're on a roll right now. I think we're going a straight stride, and I think we should be able to beat them tomorrow and then move on to Mitchell. Number
2 in power points before coming into this one. I looked at them. They were 2-5. That didn't matter to me, honestly, because they look really talented and deep. How special would it be for you in your first year? You're lucky enough to play and start the first year of AA. How special would it be for you to go to state?
That would be awesome. The memories there would be, it would last a long time. This group of guys, I love all of them, so I think playing and being able to start for this team is a big honor.
Now, we read your stuff when me and you talked the other night. I read your stuff. I hope your mom isn't listening because you talked about how she had a bad driving history. You didn't like her taste in music. Her jokes are cringy. I hope she doesn't have to cook for you tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm praying she doesn't watch this.
Is she out here? Oh, there's your dad, right?
Yeah.
Who do you have watching you here tonight?
I got my mom, both sides of my grandparents, and I think that was all, and my brother, but.
They got to be happy to see this. It's fun to play on a Friday night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Well, we'll see you back here tomorrow and hopefully do the same thing. And you're just a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a sophomore. It's pretty crazy, but you got a young team and proud of you guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Great game.
Yeah, thank you.
Gavin Shaw, just a sophomore. And I don't know if he got Coach Weber or not. Did Coach Weber turn you down? We'll go over the box score. If he comes up, he comes up. If he doesn't, individually for the players, I lied. There were 3 in double digits. Ding Quick had 10 points for him, 6 for Tiger, and 5 for CJ Smouse. Smouse didn't miss a shot. Tiger was 2 for 11. Quick was 4 for 6. 18 turnovers for the Riders, 12 for the Titans. Rebound battle, 29 for the Riders, 31 for the Titans. Steals, 10 for the Titans, 7 for the Riders. So Titans won that. Shaw thought he got 3 steals. He did 3 steals. And here is Coach Drew Weber. Hey, congratulations.
Hey, yeah, that was a pretty good ball game right there.
That was, I told this to Gavin and I said it on the air. Well, we're still in the air, but this is probably the biggest crowd I can remember probably since COVID days, both sides. And it was the boys fed off of it. And
yeah, outside the Pink Knight Lennox games.
And I wasn't here for that. I had to go to Augie hockey, so I wasn't here, and I missed the heck out of that. But you have to love it. You don't have to love it that Griff Wieben only scored 4 points, but you have to love it that when he does that, you guys still win by 18 because he comes into this one averaging 19 points.
Yeah, he's a good player, and I stepped up. It wasn't our offense didn't play phenomenally. We'd made some mistakes, couldn't make a free throw. We let their pressure get to us. Not in terms of turnovers. That was a big thing. We only turned the ball over about 10 times, 12 times according to these. But we got, sped up a little bit too much in the first half. And we just didn't make the right play all the time. And I'll be honest with you, we didn't really make the right play a ton in the second half offensively either. But we made some tough shots, and the thing went in. Offensively, we got a lot of work to do. That's a very physical, tough, long team. We've struggled against length historically since I've been here. We just don't have a lot of it. But we got a group of tough dudes. We got some tough hombres, and they're playing tough defensively. I was so impressed. Game plan, they executed exactly. They made adjustments themselves on the fly. They communicated, and they just really defended with a purpose, and that was the difference.
And you've been preaching that all along, toughness. To ask Gavin Shaw, I said, do you finally see what your coach is talking about? And he's like, yeah, this game showed that you got to bring it like every night, AA. You guys are second in power points. I suppose this can't hurt. It's not going to get you a lot against the 2-6 team, but you got to be loving that, and you got to like your chances tomorrow, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, certainly. We can't. Aberdeen's going to come in. They're going to full week of rest to prep. Obviously they got the trip, but they're used to that, so that's not really a ton of an advantage. We got to be ready to play tomorrow. That's what we talk about. We should feel good, but as soon as we walk out this gym today, our focus has got to be on Aberdeen because we cannot stub our toe. Like I said, our offense is we're not clicking offensively. Right. So we're going to really have to bring that defensive energy and effort and enthusiasm to defend again tomorrow and for the rest of the year. We can do that and maybe possibly get through with a victory tomorrow. That'll put us at 7-3, and the defending state champs, Mitchell's, we're going to be coming to town pretty soon. And I told the boys, we're at that halfway mark of the year. That's the game that we want to, that's where we'll be at. And if we can do what we need to do and play the way that game could set up as one of the bigger games in the state across any class in this part of the year. So that's really been a goal of ours, is to play ourselves into the conversation through these first 10 games. So tomorrow's our 10th game. I'll tell you, the second half of the schedule is an absolute bear.
Yes,
we're going to play a
absolutely.
ton of good teams, and so we're going to have to really keep improving and moving forward. But I'm awfully proud of the group right now, and hopefully we'll bring it tomorrow.
Did you think at this point you had a chance to be 7-3 after tomorrow? Did you think that looking at the schedule?
It's so hard. Like I talked to you early in the year, my biggest question mark was how tough were we going to be physically and mentally with the group that we have. I mean, we're starting 2 sophomores, a freshman. We're not very physically big. All the guys outside of Marshall and Griff don't have experience, and I've just been super impressed.
Me too.
This is what I'll tell you. This is where I thought our season really flipped. Western Christian kicked us in the pants last week, as they do to most teams. And we came back Monday, had a decent practice, not an outstanding practice, but we went to Pierre with that long trip and all of that. And Coach Becker from Pierre gave a little speech to the boys when we got there, just about how meaningful, high school basketball is, and the memories, and just doing stuff. And the look in the eye after that speech of the group, you could tell we were going to play really well against Pierre, and we did. I thought that first half at Pierre is the best that we played all year. I was super impressed. We get home late, 1:30, 2 o'clock, whatever it is, by the time every single kid's in school on time the next day, and we had our best practice since before Christmas that Wednesday. And that's where it changed. Something right in that time that Becker gave that speech at 3 o'clock at Pierre to right now has really flipped what I think our ceiling can be as a team. Now, we're going to have to prove it against a lot of great teams, just as anybody would, but I'm very impressed at this point. Now, tomorrow, it all starts over. Everything's 0-0.
I have too, and tonight was massively impressive. As physical as they were, you got to be thrilled to get out of here an 18-point win. I have one more thing to say. When you get Jacob Lindgren into that game and he's got a wide open 3-pointer, he's got to bury that. He's got to. I saw you go up and give him a little.
You got to have it. You got to have the. I'll tell you, he didn't hesitate, and I appreciate that. Slowy didn't hesitate hitting the banker.
Yep.
We call the one timeout on the thing. I just want to get the ball in and then throw it to the middle one time, and the game will be over. Turnover. So we're got to go there. So everything's going. Like, our program is young, and we got a lot of guys in different spots. Even the bench varsity guys, they were very inexperienced.
Yeah.
So everything's coachable, and we're doing a good job right now. So I'm ready to go for tomorrow.
You are. You look like a Drew Weber coach team. Well, congratulations. Enjoy this one for a little bit, and then we'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Chad.
See you, bud. There it is. Thanks for sticking with us, putting a bow on the 18-point win. I loved what Coach Weber said about Coach Becker and his meaningful talk with the kids. Griff, you have anything before we get out of here?
No. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah. We'll get Les Schroeder in here. He's going to say goodbye to everybody. And Les, you came here today with 2 Mountain Dews. You said you might drink them both. You didn't, so congratulations.
I did not drink both. I wanted to sleep at least a little bit tonight before the game tomorrow. So.
Okay. You got anything you want to say before we head out of here?
No, I'm just proud of this team, just like Drew Weber was, and let's do this again tomorrow and get another one.
It was great working with you again, Griff. You going to be here tomorrow?
I'll be here, but I won't. Rick will be up here. I've got girls to watch tomorrow.
Man, enjoy that. It goes so quick. So enjoy that tomorrow. Take lots of pictures.
Oh yeah.
So for the USD Hall of Famer Andrew Griffin, and for the one-time O'Gorman coach who was defeated by the Roosevelt Ruff Riders multiple times, Les Schroeder, I'm Shad Hockey.
Ouch.
And until tomorrow, Titan Nation, bye for now.